please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
CNBC's Sri Jagaraja caught up with Finance Minister Arun Jaitley and started by asking about the financial stability concerns in India with respect to the non-performing assets that are held by state-run lenders.
I think it's a legacy problem which I had inherited, and it's a problem which had continued for a very long time. Both the central bank and the government had attempted various solutions to it. Many of them turned out to be short-lived solutions or band-aid solutions, which really didn't resolve the problem. I think now the two major steps that we have taken, one is the IBC being put into action, the insolvency proceedings, and a number of cases being referred to it, some more to be referred to it in future, and therefore resolutions being reasonably in sight, I think is a good ray of hope, coupled with the fact that we've decided to recapitalize the public sector banks. I think if the two big moves are taken together, I think the vitality of the banks itself will get restored.
Do you think demand for credit will start coming back as well?
I think as far as the large companies are concerned, they already have been borrowing from the bond market, from international markets and so on. It's the SMEs which were really impacted. And therefore, one of our emphasis after the recapitalization is going to be for the PSBs to have a special focus as far as the SMEs is concerned.
Can we say then that we can see a return to 7% plus growth rates for India?
Well, I think it bottomed out with the demonetization and then the GST coming back to back. Because even in the short run, as far as the GST is concerned, manufacturing for some months stopped because people were destocking. And I think that phase is over. So the bottoming out is complete, and now we should see a curve for the better.
What's your outlook for 2018?
Well, I see the Indian economy picking up quite well. All indications do indicate that we'll certainly improve. And whatever is the Indian normal, other factors remaining the same, we should be able to grow between that 7 to 8% range.
There have been some concerns raised about India's growth rate. You've made the point, Minister, that these are related to GST issues and these are one-offs, etc. Some, however, feel that India needs a stimulus package. Does it?
Well, I think it would be an overstatement to say that you need some form of a stimulus package. You need an adequate response to the challenges. And I think the whole series of reform steps we've taken, coupled with the recapitalization, is a response under the circumstances. My own view is that slowly we've bottomed out at that 5.7% in the last quarter. And now I think we should start moving up somewhat. If you see some of the latest data, the PMIs have been positive, the IIP has been positive, the core sector growths have been positive. And therefore, these are all positive indications coming from the market.
That being said, where does the priority lie from the finance ministry's point of view? Is it on fiscal consolidation or pro-growth spending?
I think you have to balance between the two. In an economy where public spending is extremely important, the governments must spend and must spend more. But at the same time, you can't afford to be reckless and do away with all kinds of fiscal prudence. My own experience is that markets reward fiscal prudence, and therefore we have maintained a reasonable amount of fiscal discipline. Now, depending on the revenue available in a given year, your glide paths can be modulated. But to deviate from it completely is something which we don't intend doing.
Do you think you can hit your target for the budget deficit for current fiscal and the next fiscal?
My effort will be to aim in that direction.
That's for the current fiscal. And what about the next fiscal year?
Well, the next fiscal is an easy target in the sense that it's targeted to go from 3.2 to 3%.
How worried are you about the risk of a downgrade by the ratings agencies if India doesn't get the fiscal house in order?
Well, I don't think that possibility arises. I think we've, by and large, over the last 3 years, shown a considerable amount of fiscal prudence. It's never been as good in history as it has been in the last 3 years. And we'll try and maintain the glide path to the extent which is possible.